Joe Khalil joining us now live from Lake County. And Joe, all of those families still worried about whether or not their homes are still there.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they really just want to get home. But again, these Mendocino complex fires, they've been largely unpredictable. We heard at a community meeting tonight that firefighters feel they've made progress in some areas, but again, these are two different fires. So there are still a number of hot spots they want to address that are near homes. And until they do, they say those mandatory evacuations are going to stay in place. Through the haze, the firefight continues. Pink fire retardant amid a red sunset as crews battle the ranch and river fires with what little sunlight they have left.
They were in a good firefight around Orr Peak up here yesterday, yesterday evening.
Lake and Mendocino County fire personnel and law enforcement organized a community meeting in Kelseyville Wednesday evening. Hundreds who've been evacuated came hoping for good news. Many unsure if their homes are still standing.
I haven't been there. I'm afraid to try and get there. I want to get there with my teenage daughters, but I don't want to get stuck in the middle and not let me get back to the safe place I'm in.
Lori Rolfe lives in an evacuation zone in Lakeport, a few miles from the river fire. She left. Her husband, Glen,
I put this in when I built the house.
stayed. He installed his own fire hose and felt he could protect the home.
It's the only home my family, or my daughters rather, have known. There's horror stories of the people that do stay and lose their lives, so you do take that into consideration.
Glenn says he mapped out his exit. He knows how quickly the fire's path can change. But for some homes near Glenn's in the Lakeport community, the river fire proved too aggressive. Nothing illustrates the random nature of these fires more than a scene like this. From this home, you can actually see the vantage point of this fire miles away, the wind blowing it in the opposite direction. Well, at some point, that wind changed course, and the fire took its toll on this home, which now lies in rubble. Some of the ashes here still smoldering.
You have to be really comfortable with your surroundings and have more than one way out.
Whole communities wait to return home as the ranch and river fires continue to illuminate the skies of Lake and Mendocino counties. Now, that family, not the only one that stayed in their homes. We heard from a number of people at that meeting tonight that they've had family members and friends stay in their homes as well. Where we're standing right now is in the Upper Lake area. It's just south of the ranch fire, and as you can see, it is still raging on. It's one of the many areas around here in these two fires that firefighters still have their eye on, and again, a number of homes in this area. So until they get a handle on that, as we mentioned, those evacuations, they are going to stay in place, and these firefighters will be working overnight. Reporting live in Lake County, Joe Khalil, Fox 40 News.
Joe, thank you. Governor Jerry